And good evening, everybody. Welcome back if you're joining us for a second time to BPC High School tonight as we're here for the varsity contest between South Fulton and Bushnell Prairie City High School here on TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH. Pre-game show is being brought to you by JoJo's Gaming Parlor. JoJo's Gaming Parlor offers the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out the TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH Events live on the big screens. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cole Street in Bushnell. Cheer the Spartans on to victory. It is time for the national anthem, so we'll let that play, and we'll be back in just a couple minutes.
Welcome to Bushnell Prairie City High School for tonight's volleyball match between the Lady Spartans and the South Fulton Rebels. At this time, would you please stand and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
All right, the national anthem, and we'll have the starting lineups in just a moment as well. Brought to us by Mr. Butcher tonight.
Number 30, Truly Coster. Number 15, Briley France. Number 12, Emily Porter. Number 4, Kristen Essex. Number 5, Ashley Strode. Number 10, Rebecca Busby. And libero, number 29, Cameron Steele. The Rebels are coached by Aaron Posey and assisted by Lexi Danner Clark. And now for the starting lineup for your Lady Spartans. Number 17, Katie Rodenberg. Number 25, Ashanti Strange. Number 22, Courtney Oakman. Number 10, Erin Jackson. Number 26, Elizabeth Suter. Number 20, Elizabeth Gilfillan. And libero, number 40, Peyton Bowman. The Spartans are coached by Judy Bowman and Kelly Zarello. Please enjoy the game and cheer responsibly.
So Mr. Butcher with the starting lineups tonight, as you saw the fan section cheering them on as well. Just about ready to get underway here at Bushnell Prairie City High School, and does appear that, judging by where everybody is, that BPC will serve second as Katie Rodefer is at right front. The libero is Kaylee Steele for the Rebels. And we're just about ready to get underway here at Bushnell Prairie City High School. And it is number 30, Truly Coster, serving. Rodefer's going to send it across. We knocked back across by Kristen Essex. Free ball coming from Ashanti Strange, deep. Hard hit down the middle by number 12, Emily Porter. And it is out of bounds. So a point and side out for BPC. Katie Rodefer back to serve for the Spartans. Steal. Number 5, the setter is Strode, pushed across by Porter, pushed across there by Jackson. Jackson now, or Porter's going to set it, and it's going to be Bowman, Rodefer to Oakman, and it goes right off the face of Kaylee Steele. A kill for Oakman. And a point for BPC as Katie Rodefer, the senior, goes back to serve one more time. It's 2-0 BPC. Deep serve. Strode is there. To the middle it goes to Porter. It's dug by Suter. Goes off the net, or off the ceiling as Rodefer tried to get to it. It's going to be a side out. And Emily Porter brings the heat, kids. There is no doubt about that. She is bringing the heat. Back to serve is France. We saw her in a JV contest. Rodefer trouble with a back set. And it's going to be 4 hits and a point for France. And it's 2-2. France serve again. Bowman's there. Nice pass. Rodefer over to Jackson, who pushes it middle to Steele. Outside it comes to number 4. That's Essex. And a set that was a little too low, probably too flat for its location, and Strange had to overrun it. Another point for the Rebels. Oakman sends it right across, and then Porter tries to return to favor and sends it out of bounds. Ashanti Strange now back to serve with the score tied 3-3 here in set 1 of the varsity contest here at Bushnell Prairie City High School. South Fulton and BPC. It's going to go to Porter, and she mishit that one a little bit, but it worked out to perfection for the Rebels as she gets another kill. That's Porter's actual first kill, I guess. And she's back to serve now. Oakman, a little trouble with the pass, and a point for Porter. And Porter go back to serve again. 5-3 is the score now. Strange, Rodefer to Lentini. Lentini's hit is dug in the back row. It's going to come middle to Busby. Strange gets up to hit it. Oakman's going to send it across. Good hustle by Katie Rodefer. Essex, Oakman. Now Bowman's going to try and send it across. They do get it across. I think it was Bowman. Might have been Jackson. I'm not real sure. Busby now from the middle is going to tip it. And Rodefer and Bowman can't get there. Busby gets the kill. And another point for Porter. That goes off Oakman out of bounds. And another point for Porter and a timeout for BPC. We'll take a break as well here on TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation does more than just tape ankles.
They get us back on the court.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation
helped me reach peak performance
in the weight room.
Prepares me for competition.
My MDH physical therapists and the fitness programs MDH offers help me on my road to recovery and improve my quality of life.
Come see why MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation was voted best of the best in McDonough County.
And we're back. Porter back to serve. Here we go. 1 minute timeout turns into a 30-second timeout. Busby's going to push it across, partially tipped by Jackson. Oakman is there. Over to Lentini, and she throws it into the net. A point for the Rebels. 5 straight for Porter now. Oakman does a good job as Rutherford dug it out of the net. Oakman now on the attack. It's deep. It was Porter. Now Busby's going to push it across, and Bowman, a good job to get that across. Now Lentini gets it across. Porter's there again. That is Strode at the set. Lentini bumps it across. Porter, Strode to Essex. Bowman, a nice pass for the attack now as Lentini sits it across. It's going to be bumped across by Coster. Now bumped across by Oakman. Porter in. And Strode. Oh, good job by Bowman that time. Here comes Jackson with the attack. Strode is there again on the set. And that time, Busby abuses the BPC block of Lentini and Jackson and gets another kill. 6 straight points for Porter now. And it's 10-3. Oakman. Bowman's going to send it across. That was just barely in. Porter had to take it. Now Busby, a nice dig that time. A diving dig by Bowman. That's all she could do as Busby gets another kill. Another point for Porter, and that one goes into the net. Side out, but the damage done. 7 straight service points for the Rebels senior. Back to serve will be Taylor Gustafson, who's checked in for Oakman. Busby on the attack. Rutherford's there with the dig. Jackson's going to push it across. Strode sets Essex again, and it's deep and out of play. Second service point now goes to Gustafson, as the hitting error results in a point for BPC, and they close the gap to 11-5. Gustafson, another good serve. Goes right at Porter, though. Strode is there. She tips it across. This is hit 3, and Jackson does get it across. Strode now. Essex. And it is in. A kill for number 4, Kristen Essex. Her first, a side out for the Rebels. And Essex will take a seat. Number 21, Daisy Ratcliffe, will check in to serve for the Rebels. She served very well in the fresh soft contest. 3-person serve received for BPC is Gustafson in the middle, Jackson and Strange. Strange is there. Rutherford the setter. Gilfillan with the kill off the block of Strode. We've seen more hits go off the block here than we've seen in several games in a row. Gilfillan gets the kill, and BPC gets the side out, 12-6. Jackson back to serve now. France, Strode. Near side to Coster, and that's in. Man, I don't know if she meant to place it there or not, but if she did, it could not have been any better. A kill for Truly Coster and a side out for the Rebels. Back to serve is Ashley Strode, the setter for South Fulton. Strange. Jackson to Rutherford on the left side. It's over. Porter's there. Now it's going to go far side. That was France, I believe. Now it's going to come near side to Truly Coster. Gilfillan now in attack. Strode. Still Busby up front. Lentini. Strode's going to push it across. Jackson's there. The hit by Gilfillan is deep and out of play. Another point for Strode. Jackson now sets Rutherford, and it's going to go out of bounds. (15-6). Score is correct on the screen. Porter had to tie a shoe there. Strode serves for the 3rd time in a row. Strange is there. Nice pass to Jackson. She backs to Lentini, and Lentini, who had slid to the middle, had to try to come back. Couldn't get there and hits it into the net. 16-6. Rutherford's going to hit it. Nice hit. Ratcliffe is there. Strode now to Coster. Gustafson. Jackson. Middle to Gilfillan. Nice dig that time by Porter. Goes right side to France. France is dug by Gustafson on a great pass. Gilfillan with the hit now. Porter another sliding dig, but can't get a passable or settable pass, and it is a side out for BPC. We'll give Gilfillan a kill on that. Lentini back to serve. Porter is there. She's an all-around good player. Coster with a very soft hit right into the heart of the defense, but they had fallen back to receive a power hit, and it wasn't there. Busby's back to serve now. Strange is going to have to send a free ball across deep. Ratcliffe, Strode. Coster's going to hit it deep and out of play. (17-8) is the score. Gilfillan. Coster an overpass. Strange sends it right back. Porter's there. Right to the middle. It comes right back to Porter, and she drills it off the net. Jackson's there. Now Rodefer to Strange, and Strange is going to get a kill as France can't control it. Steele in at libero. Could have probably got that, but France knocked it away from her. Strange gets the kill, and BPC gets the side out. Gets the point. Gilfillan with the point. And she hits it into the net. Bowman will take her spot back at the libero position. Bowman played a good game thus far here tonight. If you're watching us, tell us where you're watching from. Essex checks back in, replacing Ratcliffe. Back to serve is Coster for the Rebels. Jackson's going to get called for a lift. I kind of was afraid that was going to happen. 19 as Coster gets the point. Suter. Rodefer. Steele. And Porter's going to come over and get it, and that's going to stay in. That was a great job of getting that across the net. It's going to come to Oakman. Oakman's going to get it across. Strode now to Porter. Porter to Bowman. Bowman a nice pass to Jackson. Middle to Oakman. Oakman's hit is dug by Steele. Strode now. Near side it comes to Essex on the left side, and it's a dink, but there, and a great save was Jackson. Pushed across by Strange. Now middle it comes to Porter, and it was off the tip of Oakman out of bounds. A kill for Porter. Porter gets her second kill. She's hit the ball as hard as anybody, but only her second kill. Another point for Coster. Over the net it goes on a overpass. Bowman, another nice set, or pass I should say. Strange, and then Porter sends it across, but it's out of bounds. We're going to give Strange a kill on that as well, as it makes it 20-10. Probably not technically a kill, but we'll give her one anyway because it was a direct result of the hit. Rodefer back to serve. Strode, excuse me. Strange on the hit. Coster's there, and Strange another kill. And a point for Rodefer. 20-11 now. Deep, Coster into the net with the pass. Strode digs it out. Porter tries to send it across, can't do it. Another point for Rodefer. And BPC trying to claw back in at 20-12. Short serve this time. Porter is there. Jackson, Steele dug it. Free ball coming from Porter. Nice pass by Suter. Into the middle it goes to Oakman. France is there. Strode, now back to France. Hitting there into the net results in another point for BPC. Porter, Strode, back to Porter. Suter is there, and it hit the rafter, unfortunately. That was going to be a good pass, just going a little too high. Porter with the kill. France back to serve. It's going to be in the net. 21-14. Lentini checks back in for Suter. Back to serve will be Ashanti Strange. It's Jackson, Oakman, and Lentini in the front row. Bowman, the libero, Rotifer and Strange in the back row. That time it is Strode with the kill on the side out. And Porter back to serve. She gets an ace. Third ace, 8th point for Porter. It's 23-14. Timeout BPC. Game being brought to you by Bushnell Banking Center. Bushnell Banking Center, located at 360 South Green Street in Bushnell, offers full-service banking and loan services for all of your banking needs. Come visit the bank, a friendly service, or call them at 309-772-2345. Good luck, Spartans. Bushnell Banking Center is an equal housing lender and a member FDIC. And Hensley Grain in rural Bushnell has a long family history of taking an active role in the Bushnell Prairie City School District and especially Spartan athletics. Good luck, Spartans, in 2021, and enjoy your fall athletic campaign. And Good Hope Gardens located at 445 East Main Street in Good Hope. That's just east of the North Elementary School. Open April through October for all of your fresh produce needs. Be sure to follow their Facebook page for daily updates. Currently, they have pumpkins and fall goodies available. Grover and Mary Jo DeCounter and family invite you to Good Hope Gardens. Come see where it's grown. And Rosie's Pizza. Rosie's Pizza offers something for everyone with pasta, sandwiches, and, of course, pizza. Dine in or carry out at 458 East Main Street in Bushnell. They also deliver to Good Hope Adair and all points in between. For delivery, call 309-772-2101. And a serve into the net results in a side out. And Taylor Gustafson checks back in to serve for BPC. Porter's there. Strode, middle to Busby. Rotifer is a set. And Strode hits that into the net. Oh, I guess it went off BPC. I know you couldn't see that at home because of the way the referee sets, but they said that went down BPC's side. I did not think that was the case, but what I think doesn't matter. Daisy Ratcliffe in to serve. It's game point. Rotifer. Gilfillan with the tip. Strode with the tip back, and she'll get another kill. And that'll end set number one, 25-15 in set one. We'll take a break and be back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH in just a couple minutes.
MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit.
The new facility, the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center, this is a quality facility that the patients need to match the quality of care.
And then we also have a new clinic, which is state-of-the-art.
And here at McDonough, we have a team. And everybody feels like they're a part of the successes that we have.
We have a strong team in our office and in labor and delivery. You will get the best care at McDonough District.
Dry needling is where you insert a filiform needle into a muscle, a tendon, a ligament, sometimes a bone, and it promotes blood flow and circulation so that it heals that particular painful area.
I have my certificate in vestibular rehabilitation, which focuses on patients with dizziness and balance disorders. It's been very rewarding because a lot of times it's a very short-lived treatment plan and the patient has remarkable results in a small amount of time.
I chose physical therapy because I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field. I wanted to be able to help patients in some way related to more in depth. We get to know our patients, and that's really what kind of sets us apart.
I became a nurse practitioner because I wanted to do more, I wanted to learn more, actually have more hands-on individually with patients. The rewarding part for me is that I get to come to work and learn something new every single day.
Welcome back to Bushnell Prairie City High School, and ready to start set number two. Set number one, 25-15 to the Rebels. BPC will have the serve in set two. Game being brought to you by Community News Brief. For all your local news, subscribe to Community News Brief Weekly Edition, mailed directly to your home every Friday. As an option, you can also receive Monday and Wednesday editions by email. All of this for only $42 per year or $38 per year if you're 65 or older. Single copies can be purchased at select locations in Bushnell, Colchester, and Blandonsville. Coster with the initial hit. Rotifer was the first serve for BPC. Oakman's going to push it across. Steele is there. Strode pushes it across. Jackson's going to set far side to Strange. Strange's hit is going to fall. Ashanti Strange with another kill. Give her 4. fifth service point for Katie Rodefer, and BPC takes an early 1-0 lead here in set number 2. Rodefer serve low, hard. Porter's there. Strode's going to set back to Porter, and she's going to hit it off of Strode, and it's out of play because it hit the backboard. That might have been out of bounds had Suter been able to let it go. Porter's going to get a kill there, her 4th. Coster back to serve is low. Bowman's there. Rodefer's going to set Strange from the right side as they make their rotation now. Strode's going to set right to France. Bowman is there. Oakman sets it across, pushes it across. Strode now is going to set Essex, and Essex can't get it over the net. Into the net it goes. A side out on the hitting error for BPC. 2-1 is the score here early in set number 2. Again, it's 25-15 South Fulton in set number 1. Ashanti Strange serves. What a drop on that serve. Porter now to hit again, and that one's going to go off of Rodefer out of bounds as Porter gets her 2nd kill of the set, 5th of the match. And number 15, Briley France back to serve for the Rebels. 2-2 is the score. Ashanti Strange couldn't get there after Bowman moved out of the way. Results in an ace for Briley France. Lentini, who's back in the game, hits it deep to the left corner. Coster can't control it, and it's going to be a kill for Lentini. And a side out for BPC. Taylor Gustafson checks back in for BPC, replacing Courtney Oakman. Score knotted at 3, and Gustafson back to serve. Nice low, hard serve. And it's going to be an ace for Taylor Gustafson. Her 3rd service point, 1st ace. And BPC takes another lead, 4-3. They're still on serve. And she just hit Lentini and Gilfillan, I think, both. And she comes up and says sorry. Side out on the service error of humongous proportions. Lentini going to push it deep left corner. It's going to go across. Gilfillan's there on the overpass, and Gilfillan gets the kill. Lentini did a good job of passing that back to the deep corner. And Aaron Jackson back to serve now for BPC as this one goes back and forth. Coster goes over. Jackson's going to push it back across. That was probably the best thing to do there, just get it over and reset the defense. Busby hits it. Gilfillan hits it. And it goes out. Barely. Sometimes you can get overexcited about going back and forth if you're at the front. That's probably one you should have. She was a little ahead of it. Probably should have just set it and tried to set the offense up. Ratcliffe back to serve for the Rebels. Rodefer hits it into the net. Hitting error, and South Fulton back on top as Ratcliffe gets her 1st service point. 6-5. Strange to Jackson. Lentini from the right side. Porter bumps it across. Jackson's there. Rodefer, middle to Gilfillan. Porter. Strode now. She's going to go to Coster. Coster, Jackson. Lentini's just going to send it across, and it's going to be out of bounds. And Ratcliffe will get a 2nd point. Gustafson with the hit. Coster's got it. Porter. Now Busby's going to have to push it across. Rodefer's there. Jackson's going to set far side to Lentini. Lentini on the hit. Porter digs it. Strode near side to Coster from the left side. Jackson's there. Now Rodefer. As Lentini did a great job that time of staying back on the ball. She didn't approach. She stayed back, got over top of it, and gets the kill. And Suter in to serve for BPC. Lentini gets her 2nd kill. Suter, her 1st serve of the night. Short. Busby. Strode back to Busby, and Busby's going to get the kill. Busby's fourth kill. And Strode, the setter, back to serve for South Fulton. 8-6 is the score. Gustafson. Suter's going to have to push it across. She does. Coster took that. It was out of bounds. Strode sets back to Coster. Suter's there. Rotifer now. Strange is going to have to send a free ball deep. It's out of play. And a point for Ashley Strode. Gustafson. Gilfillan to Strange, and that one's deep and out of play. Another hitting error for BPC. Game being brought to you by MTC Communications. Having slow, unreliable internet just doesn't cut it in 2021. Gustafson. MTC Communications offers lightning fast, reliable fiber internet, video, phone service, and camera systems to the McDonough, Henderson, and Hancock County areas. Visit mtc.crowdfiber.com to check your availability. Gilfillan back to serve after the passing error, and she's going to throw up an ace. And it's 10-8. Gilfillan's fourth point, second ace of the match. Deep, Porter. And that's a unsettable pass. 10-9. 5 service points for Gilfillan. Porter, Strode sets middle to Coster, and she hits it into the net, and we're tied back at 10. Gilfillan with her 6th service point there. Another low serve. Coster's going to try to attack. She does. Gilfillan. Oakland's going to send it to Strange. Strode is there. Busby. It's going to be France pushing it across. Strange is going to set it to the wrong side. It was hit. They've got 3 more hits. Strange now on the attack. Strode digs it. France, the setter from the fresh soft game, gets it to Busby, who was the middle in the fresh soft game. But it results in a hitting error, and Gilfillan another point. BPC has the lead again. Gilfillan serve taken by Porter, pushed across by Strode. Gilfillan pushes it across now. Ratcliffe is there. Strode back set to Busby. She pushes it to Jackson, Rotifer to Oakman. Strode is there. France sets Busby, who hits it into the net, and it's 12-10. BPC with their largest lead of the set. 12-2. It's actually the largest lead of the night. They didn't lead in set number 1. Gilfillan serve, dug by Ratcliffe. Goes middle to Coster, does Strode, and it's going to fall in front of Gilfillan, side out, but the BPC still leads by 1, 12-11, and Busby is going to be back to serve. She served very well to start the fresh soft match, struggled after that, but that was a nice serve there. Rotifer now from the right side, she might get a kill. Oh, she does get a kill. Strode did a great job to get a hand on it, but could not do anything with it. Katie Rotifer is going to get her first kill, and she'll go back to serve. She's got 5 points. Thank you for voting McDonough District Hospital Rehabilitation Center as best of the best in McDonough County. Let their experienced and dedicated sports medicine and rehabilitation center as Jackson, Ratcliffe, Coster now, blocked, and they're going to let that go. They should not have, but they did. Bowman to Rotifer to Oakman. And it's going to be a point for BPC after all that. Give Oakman a kill there. And Rotifer a point. As I was saying, let their experienced and dedicated sports medicine and rehabilitation staff show you why MDH has been voted best of the best. That's Porter with the hit. And the best of the best in 2017, 2018, 2019, and again in 2020. Porter again with the hit. Suter a great dig. Strange with the tip. Going to come across. Bowman's going to have to try and get it across, and she can't. Side out. There are 3 convenient locations for MDH Rehabilitation Centers to serve you. 2 in Macomb and 1 in Bushnell. Coster back to serve for the second time here in set 2. Bowman is there. Now it is Strange, Jackson, Strode to Porter, and Suter. Not real sure if Suter didn't want to hit that or she was just getting out of the way to protect herself, but at either way, it's a hitting error. And Strange back to serve. BPC leads 15-12, and we might have a shot at our first 3-game match of the year. Strode sets, and it's going to be bumped across. Rotifer's there. Jackson to Oakman. Essex, Strode, back to Essex now. It's out of play. And Strange gets a service point. 16-12. And Oakman with the kill. Steele can't do anything with it. Strange gets another point, and South Fulton takes a timeout. Mr. Butcher, it's fantastic. You want to talk a minute? Grab a headset out of that bag right there. We'll put you on here. This game being brought to you tonight while Mr. Butcher's getting a headset out by Heil Enterprises and Heil Trucking. They can take your product down the road near or far and also offers top-notch heavy-duty truck and trailer repair. The second-generation business continues to grow and continues to support BPC Athletics. Stop by and see Danny or Travis on Route 41, South of Prairie City, or call 309-775-3333. Leave one ear off because I don't have the thing out so you can hear me, okay? Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, pretty busy weekend coming up this weekend for you guys as administrators, athletes, and everybody, isn't it?
Yeah, 6 games in one day.
How
for us, and then that many more.
Are you guys prepared for that?
Yeah, I think so.
Strange, Porter. Rotifer was going down because it looked like it was going to come right down to her, and it just hit the net and bounced right over her head. Sometimes Mama said you'll have days like that.
Mm-hmm.
So here comes France back to serve again. A completely different serve from Coster. Here's Oakman deep, steals there. France does a good job of getting a hand on it, but that's all they could do. Oakman with another kill. Give her 4. And Gustafson's going to check back in for Oakman to serve here with her team leading.
She was serving
18.
hot at Beardstown over the weekend at that tournament.
That's what I heard. 18-13. As for some reason our scoreboard hasn't been keeping up, I apologize. Rotifer, Gilfillan sets Jackson. A nice kill by Erin Jackson, her first of the night. And BPC has been playing some inspired second set volleyball the last really 4 or 5 games that we've got to see them play. I told the girls the other night if they could just figure out how to do that in the first set, it'd make life a lot easier, wouldn't it?
Sure would.
Gustafson to serve again as she got a service point last time. It's going to go over, and yep. Gilfillan was in the net.
I thought she missed it, but she didn't.
It was a little slow on the call, but they both got it, so it definitely was correct. But Porter's in the back to serve now. Nice pass by Jackson. Jackson's going to take the set from Rotifer. Strode now is going to try to tip it across. And I don't know that was the best play to make there, as Strode has had a little success with that, but she had a pretty good settable set there. 20-14, BPC with the lead, trying to stretch this to 3 games. Gilfillan up and hard. Gilfillan again, and that one is out. And checking in will be Ratcliffe replacing Essex, and Ratcliffe will go back to serve for South Fulton.
Fan section didn't like the call, but I think she got it right.
I think she did too. I was didn't see many of the players complain too much about it. Rotifer now is going to hit it out of bounds. Ratcliffe's going to get another point. Ratcliffe has served 3 points here in set number 2. And the Rebels trying to close back in here and see if they can end this in 2 sets. Rotifer, a nice dig. That was a dropping serve. Coster is there. Strode now is going to set left to Coster. Jackson with the dig. Rotifer now to Lentini. Lentini stays behind it. A pass over goes to Gustafson. Jackson now is going to have to go to the net. That's exactly what she needed to do on that. And here comes Busby. Jackson's there again. Rodefer. Gustafson's going to push it across. Coster. Strode setting to Coster again. This time it's Jackson. Rodefer to Gilfillan. Gilfillan dug. Now Strode's going to tip that one across. That might be 3. I think that if she didn't get that across anyway, I think they were going to call a third hit on that next hit anyway. I don't know that for sure, but I think there was a tip, a reach-back tip there, so I don't know. They may not have got that across anyway. Gustafson is there. Rodefer's going to send it across. Strode sets Coster. Lentini on a pass over digs it. Back to Coster again from Strode. This one's deep and out of play. And BPC takes a 21-17 lead on the side out. And Lentini this time is going to go back to serve for the Spartans. 21-17, 15-25. BPC lost set number 1. They have to win this one to extend it to 3 and a chance to win a match. Coster, Rodefer sets the net, and unfortunately, Ashanti Strange just could not cover the ground. And Lentini goes out. Suter checks back in. Strode back to serve for South Fulton. Gustafson's there. Nice pass to Jackson. She goes middle to Gilfillan. Dug by Porter. Strode to Coster again. That's Strange. Gilfillan hits it across. France is there. Back to France it goes from Strode. Rodefer. Jackson to Strange. Porter's there. Pushed across by Strode. Now Gilfillan on the attack. It's Doug, though, and Strode now comes to Coster. And that's going to be, a nice one-handed dig by Jackson. I think that was in. Strange sends it across. Ratcliffe is there. Now to Coster again. That's going to be short. Jackson, another nice dig. Gilfillan. Strode is there. Now free ball. Jackson to Rodefer. Goes to Strange. She can't do anything with it but push it across. France is there. Strode back to France. She brings it to the middle of the floor. Rodefer. Jackson pushes it across. Ratcliffe is there. France deep. It's Suter. Jackson goes out to Strange. She hits it deep. It's off Ratcliffe. And it's out of play. A kill for Ashanti Strange. And that's about as long a rally as we've seen all year. Gilfillan gets the serve again, and it's 22-18. Ratcliffe is there. Strode's going to set middle to Coster. Off the block of Oakman.
Nice.
Gilfillan comes in. Gets the overpass, but that's what she had to do, and Coster sends it out of bounds, and it's 23-18. Gilfillan with another point for BPC. She's got 9 service points, and BPC trying to stretch this to 3 sets. Ratcliffe. Strode to Coster off the block of Oakman. Jackson's going to push it across. Ratcliffe again. Porter now. France is going to push it across. Suter. Rodefer out to Strange. Strange off the net. A kill for Ashanti Strange. And BPC is within a point of sending this to 3 sets. This will be the first time, if BPC can get this job done, the first 3-set match we've had on TSSR Game Time Live all season long from Bushnell. Oakman with the attack. Whoa. A dig. It's sent back. Suter's able to get there. Oakman's going to send it across. It's going to be deep and out of play. Side out. So Busby back to serve. She served 5 straight in the Fresh Soft contest. She's going to have to do that here just to extend the game. Bowman, Rodefer, goes middle to Strange. She tips it across. France is there to Porter. Porter tips it. Rodefer to Strange. Short. France. Coster sends it across. Jackson. Now to Strange again. Ratcliffe has it. Now Strode finally is going to touch it as the setter. Coster. Jackson digs it. Strange again. This time it's tipped, but it's going to be France setting it. Middle goes to Porter. Porter's hit is dug by Jackson. Rodefer to Oakman, and it was blocked by Porter, and it falls to the ground. Another point for Busby. Her first of this varsity contest, actually. Suter is there. And Oakman with the kill. The senior sends us to set number 3. Courtney Oakman with her 5th service or 5th kill. 11th service point for Gilfillan, and it's 25-20. BPC with the win in set number 2, and we are going to set number 3 here at Bushnell Prairie City High School. Let us know where you're watching from. We're going to stay right here. Tell you that M&B Furniture helping to bring you this contest. Bushnell's only furniture store. M&B Furniture is a mainstay in the community and offers free delivery within 40 miles for everything you need to furnish your new home or to replenish an old one. Stop and see the fine folks at 481 West Main Street, or find them on Facebook, Instagram, or the web at mbfurnitureinc.com. You can also call them at 309-772-2111. And Webb Family Farms. Webb Family Farms has been growing corn, soybeans, and Spartans for 5 generations. Nathan, Lisa, Jamie, Cyrus, Terry, and Linda wish all BPC athletes good luck this season. Well, I don't think we've talked to you since homecoming.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. You were on really early with us, and then I think for the A-Town win, you came on with us.
Yeah.
So if they win this game, they're going to expect you to be on for every game.
Be here, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, they won one on Saturday, and I was there. So
yeah, you're their good luck charm.
I must be.
It must be it. Now, I was going to say we've done the girls did the Ironman football, and then Todd Rotifer and Hayden Brent did the Powder Puff football game. 2 of the more watched things. I think the kids had fun with that.
Oh, they had a blast. Absolute blast. Homecoming week was a lot of fun from beginning to end.
It was nice to have it back, wasn't it?
Yeah. I had not done the Ironman volleyball before, so that was, and I hadn't been around Powder Puff football in a long time either. So kids had a lot of fun. They're competitive, and it was a good week. Spartan Games was fun.
What? How did the tent and the outside dance go? You were the first ones I noticed that did it, but then it seemed like everybody had the outside dance. Did it go well?
It went just about perfect. We had good weather. It was a little cold, but it's better than being a little hot. If we had it to do over again, there's a few minor changes that we would make, but the kids had a blast, and we had enough area, and we had good participation, and it was set up beautifully. Really looked nice.
And I didn't get to come out and watch it, but I know or see it, but I know everybody I talked to thought it went off great.
Did you see some pictures?
I did see some pictures. Yeah.
Well, they
4 hits. I was going to say that
there
is
were a lot of kids that said, "Hey, we might have a new tradition on our hands, having an outside dance." It was expensive.
Yeah, but you know what? I mean, if you knew you were going to do it, you could do things a little different, probably, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if that wanted to be your thing every year, you could probably.
Ooh, wow.
That was a nice
Jackson
hit by Jackson.
Got into that one.
That was pure luck by Essex. She just bumped that across and it fell as Coster gets a point for the Rebels. They lead 2-0. Nothing Rotifer could do with that. Unsettable pass.
Come on, girls. Got to get it together.
Deep. It's out. That's what I thought. Service error. Side out to BPC, and Ashanti Strange back to serve. Lentini back in for the Spartans. Nice serve. Porter is there. Strode goes to get it. Lentini hits it right back across. Strode has to get it again. Porter's going to back set to Essex, and Essex is going to have a hitting error, just a miss hit, and Strange is going to get a service point for BPC. They're cut the gap now to 3-2. And an overpass again, and nobody goes to get it. Side out, 4-2. France to serve, and I guess all's fair that ends in whatever, right? That's like karma or something like that.
Yeah.
It came right back to you. So it does nothing hurt, or nothing hurt, I guess, is just we just traded points there. I guess it might hurt later, but Gustafson in to serve again. France with the dig. It goes over. Porter hits it. Gilfillan hits it twice. Gilfillan hits it again. Essex now. Porter sends it across. Now it's going to go to Lentini on a free ball. Coster's there. Strode going to go to Porter. Porter on the hit. Strange, a nice dig. It's going to go to Lentini from a step from Gustafson. Deep Coster has it. He's going to have to come over on a free ball. Gustafson's there again. Nice pass to Rotifer. Gilfillan on the attack. Steele is there. Strode to Essex. It's going to go just barely across. It's going to come right back across barely and then go right back across again. Sometimes I feel like I'm watching PE volleyball here.
You're doing a fantastic job.
Coster hit it across. Lentini from Gilfillan gets it across. Strode. Now he's going to set Porter. That's going to be a big hit into the nets. And a side or a point for Gustafson. And she now has 2 service points, and we're knotted at 4 points apiece. 4-4, 1 set apiece. Set number 3. This is for all the proverbial marbles here for BPC, trying to get back in the win column at home. France Strode goes out to Porter, and she's going to tip it across, and she went under the nets.
Ooh, big break. Big break.
Yeah, she didn't have a whole lot she could do with that, and she did all she could do, but just couldn't stop shy of going underneath the net.
That keeps Gustafson serving, and that's good for us.
Taylor throws another one up, hits another one, right at France, and man, they are having trouble receiving that. Porter with a left-handed attack. Strange. Gilfillan's going to push it across. Coster into the net, and Gilfillan very well could have got called for an over-the-net attack, but they didn't call it, so Gustafson gets her 3rd straight point, and it's 6-4. Here's our scoreboard again, not keeping up. Strode, Essex, a little tip. Rotifer, Jackson. Oh. Nice hit, but hard and out of bounds. Side out to the Rebels, and back to serve will be Porter for South Fulton. Her team trailing 6-5. Nice dig by Gustafson, a hit by Gilfillan. France, this is a free ball. And Lentini.
Oh, that's what we've been missing.
Lentini with the big time hit that time. Getting after it now here a little bit in set number 3.
That's contagious. Now Gilfillan's going to put one down. I have a feeling.
Jackson's serve is short. Busby's there. Back set to Busby. Gustafson. Gilfillan. It's going to be Jackson sending it across. Porter's there. Strode. Middle to Busby. Off the net. Man, I'll tell you what.
Strode is doing a nice job for South Fulton setting.
Anything that hits the net is just, it's not even fair.
Yeah.
I've always said if you could figure out how to do that on purpose, you would be the best player in the world, because it is just not fair when it hits the net.
No, it changes everything.
Ratcliffe to serve. Rhoda for a nice little tap. France is there. It's going to come. And they're going to call illegal hit. Yeah, that was. Coster, I think, caused that, because Coster went up like she was going to hit it, but there was no chance she was going to hit it, and it went down on the BPC side. Strange is the serve receive. Back to Lentini. I'm not real sure what that was, a 2-hit something or another, but she got it across, and Coster's going to hit it out of bounds. And it's 8-7, the score. And Jackson goes back to serve. Suter's going back to serve, I guess. Suter's turn to serve for Lentini. That means Rotifer's your setter. Suter's the serve. Short. Ooh, nice. It's an overpass. Gustafson to Jackson. Jackson's going to send it across. Busby now is going to push it across. Suter's there. Jackson sends it across again. Jackson to Gilfillan. Porter's there. Strode to Busby. Gilfillan's there, and a block and a kill. A kill block for Gilfillan. And Suter gets a service point. And BPC leads 9-7. Right at France it goes again. Strode sets to Coster. It's deep. Suter's there. Jackson now is going to go to do Gustafson, who hits it short. Busby. Strode right back to Busby it goes. Jackson's there. Gustafson to Rotifer. She tips it across. It's going to, oh, what a job of getting that by Coster. Suter, I stopped talking. I didn't think I was going to get across. Busby now. These girls are playing some volleyball, folks. Gustafson can't quite get there to it. Coster's going to get a kill and a side out for South Fulton. But this is turning into some fun volleyball here. It probably isn't the most fundamentally sound sometimes, but it's sure been fun to watch. Strode serves it right into the nets, and BPC retakes that 2-point lead, 10-8. Gilfillan back to serve. Oakman back in the front row as Gustafson takes a seat. Let's serve. A few years ago, that wouldn't have counted. Coster. Oh, nice job by Jackson. Oakman getting it across. Ratcliffe is there. Bump set from Strode, pushed across by Busby. Jackson, Rodeford sets Oakman. Oakman hits to France. Strode sets to France again. Suter, nice job of getting it out of the net by Rodeford. Oakman gets it across. Strode now to Coster. It's a kill for Coster. And Busby's back to serve. And Coster's last 2 kills have been anything but power, but sometimes it's not how hard you hit it, it's what you do with it when you hit it. Strange going to send it across, deep to Busby. Strode now, middle to Porter, and she's going to drill one, and Jackson's there. Oakman sends it across. France is going to set Porter again. This time it's Bowman. Jackson's going to get a chance to set one here. Oakman's going to tip it across. France again. Strode back to Porter again. She drills one. Jackson is there. Right to the net it goes. Rodeford digs one off of Coster's tip. Oakman sends it across. Porter now. Porter again, and a great dig by Suter. Now Rodeford sends it across. Strode to Coster. Coster's tip is going to go for a kill. And we're knotted at 10.
We've had some exciting points.
Yes, we have. Busby gets another point. And 10-10 here in set number 3. We're playing a game to 15. And a service error. As Steele comes back in for Busby. And back to service, Katie Rodeford. She's got 6 service points and 1 kill so far unofficially tonight. Rodeford serve, hard serve. Porter right to Strode, right back to Porter. And
that's out.
That was pretty close. Tell you what, though, that was a great pass set combination. It was so quick. BPC couldn't get any kind of defense up. Porter gets her 7th kill, and Coster's back to serve. Rodeford sets to Strange. Strange just pushes it across. Strode tries to set France. France is going to have to bump it across. Jackson's going to set middle to Oakman. Oakman tips it to France. Strode now is going to set France again. This time it's going to go to Bowman. Rodeford to Oakman. Strode sets middle to Porter. Oakman's going to get it across. 3 one-handed hits, gets the ball across. Bowman a nice dig. Jackson sends it across. Steele now on an overpass. Oakman sends it back. France now. Porter left-handed.
Oh, no.
Bowman can't control it, and it goes.
After all that, I've never seen 3 one-handed hits like that.
You don't see it very often. Coster gets a service point, and it's 12-11 for the Rebels now. They've retaken a lead. Jackson, Rodeford, Oakman deep to Steele. Strode is there. Now Porter, Suter. Rodeford back set to Jackson. A nice hit. Oh, one-handed dig, and it came back to Essex, but Jackson's going to get the kill.
I tell you what, Jackson's having a heck of a night.
She's played good the last couple games.
Digging, setting, and spiking.
She has played pretty well the last couple games. 12-12, Ashanti Strange to serve. Hard serve, Coster sends it out of bounds. An ace for the senior from BPC, and BPC retakes the lead. 4 service points for Strange. 13-12. If we were racing, we'd be at the halfway point. Coster can't handle another serve, and it's 14-12. And another ace for Strange. Ashanti Strange trying to open things up for BPC here. This time France takes it. Strode going to send it to Porter. Bowman a good diving dig. Lentini hits it deep and out of play. Lentini's just getting a little too far ahead and has got to follow through. You just saw her on, maybe if you were on camera there, you saw her as she's got to follow through all the way to the hip, and she didn't do it that time, and she knew it. France is going to set somebody. It's going to be a tip, and that's Porter. And Porter's going to get the kill. That's her 8th kill. France gets the point. And a service error gives the lead back to BPC, 15-14. Taylor Gustafson back to serve. This one could go on forever.
Mm-hmm.
The senior with the serve. France struggles with it. Porter's able to go get it. Gilfillan with a left-handed attack. France digs. Strode with the attack. And she gets the kill. The setter goes up and gets a kill of her own. That's 4 for her. Porter goes back to serve now with the score knotted at 15 apiece. Strange, Rotifer, Gilfillan. Busby's there, but it falls. And it's back to 16-15 now. As Jackson going back to serve. Coster tipped across by Strode. Gilfillan's going to set Jackson. Jackson's going to hit it middle deep. Coster's there. Strode now is going to set Busby. Busby off Strange. Gustafson sets Lentini. Lentini on the attack and a kill! Janet Lentini from a set from Gustafson. And Rotifer says, good job, kid. And Lentini gets her 4th kill. A service point for Aaron Jackson. And it's 17-15. Busby's there. Strode's going to push it across. Lentini's going to hit that one. Porter's going after it. Oh, Strode does a great job of getting there. And then Busby and Essex struggle to find communication skills. And Jackson gets another point, and BPC leads 18-15.
I think if we score here, they're going to take a timeout.
Porter, Strode to Busby.
Oh,
that was going to be close. Jackson probably had to hit it. I don't blame her for trying to do something with it. Ratcliffe checking back in for Essex now as it's 18-16. BPC with the lead. We're knotted at 1 set apiece, and this thing has got overtime written all over it. Ratcliffe, Gustafson, deep left corner overpower free ball. Busby, Gustafson.
Oh.
And Jackson not able to get in position to take the pass, and it's going to be a point for Ratcliffe. Her 6th, and it's back to a 1-point game. 18-17. Rotifer, Gilfillan. Jackson sends it across. Strode's going to set Coster. Jackson. Rotifer to Lentini. Deep and out of play. And Ratcliffe has served 7 points now. We're knotted back at 18. Rotifer, Jackson, Lentini, Porter. Strode sets to Coster right at the net. Jackson goes to get it. Busby's there again. Jackson gets it again. Gilfillan sets it across. It's been back and forth, back and forth. Strode now sets Busby. She sets it to, and that's going to go to the net. That was a little too close to the net. And a 1-point lead for the Rebels. Ratcliffe's deep, and that was going to stay in. Good job by Strange to get it. Rotifer now pushes it across. France, not a good pass. Busby's going to have to push it across. Gustafson's there. Jackson. And they got bailed out by Busby reaching over and hitting that. Strode sets Coster. Hit across by Jackson. She couldn't get to it to set it. Busby again on the hit. Jackson with the dig. Gustafson with a dig behind that, and Rotifer's going to send it across. Rotifer sets middle to Gilfillan. Porter's there. Comes to Coster on the attack. Jackson, Gilfillan. Ratcliffe. Busby. Jackson again. This time it's going to go to Lentini. She stays behind that one, and that's a double hit. Lentini with another kill. And BPC ties it back up at 19 apiece. Lentini staying in to serve this time. Gustafson down there waving her hand in front of her face. Everybody looks tired and a little worn out in this one. It's been a long match. Coster. Gustafson. Rotifer out of the net. Oh,
they called it.
They called that a lift? I don't know about that. In today's volleyball, I don't know if that's a lift or not, but I guess if they call it, it is, right? Strode to hit now from the service line. Gustafson, Jackson to Strange. Off the net, and it falls. A kill for Ashanti Strange, her 7th. And a side out for BPC. We're knotted at 20. Gilfillan back to serve. Elizabeth Gilfillan has 11 service points, 2 aces, 4 kills, and a block tonight. Ratcliffe. Middle it comes to Coster from Strode.
Oh.
And
I might be the worst color man ever. All I do is go, oh.
Coster gets a kill. And Busby back to serve, and it's 21-20 now. Rotifer, Bowman's going to push it across. Porter's there. Strode's going to set it back to Porter. Porter's going to push it. Rotifer's going to set to Oakman, and it's Ratcliffe. Now Coster. It's going to go to Jackson. Oakman's going to send it across. Strode to Porter. Strange sent it across. Now it's Strode again. Coster's hit goes out of bounds, and a side out again for BPC, and it's 21-21. Rotifer back to serve, the senior. Coster. It's going to be Porter on a free ball. Bowman, a nice pass to Rotifer. Oakman from the middle. It's dug by Strode. Steele has it. Strode's going to have to push it back across, and those little dinks have been the killer for BPC. Coster's going back to serve. Essex is back in. And their most formidable front line is now in for the Rebels. Suter. And a set that was unhittable. It's 23-21. Coster gets the point. And BPC takes a timeout. 23-21, set number 3. The Rebels with the lead. They take the timeout. You're listening to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, or watching us, I hope, on our YouTube channel, Hewlett Public Pro LLC. Also helping to bring you this contest, Farmers and Merchant State Bank. For over 100 years, Farmers and Merchant State Bank of Bushnell has been serving the local community's needs for personal and business banking, as well as home and agricultural lending. Stop by the main branch at 484 East Main Street, or drive up facility on Cole Street to learn more. F&M, member FDIC, an equal housing lender. So, down to the proverbial nitty-gritty here. 23-21. Coster, Strange to Rotifer. Oakman hits it. Coster's there to dig. Porter, and Porter drills it home off of Rotifer. Porter gets her 9th kill. Coster gets unofficially her 7th point. And we're at match point. Or game point, I guess it is in this day and age. Coster to serve again. Bowman is there. Rotifer. Strange is going to have to send over a free ball. Coster to Strode to Porter. Porter hits it out of bounds. BPC has life. (24-22), and Ashanti Strange, the senior, has to score at least 2 here for BPC. Serve. Porter gets it. Strode back to Porter. She's going to try and, nice little tip. She has been drilling the ball all night long, and she just tipped that one for the win. 25-22. South Fulton gets the win in set 3. So it's 25-15, 20-25, 25-22. South Fulton wins in 3 over BPC. Got a couple girls coming up here to talk to us, it would appear. We're going to just get you on here real quick, Taylor. How's that? We're already alive. You were making faces on. No, I didn't have it turned up. But you were making the faces, so they knew what you were doing.
Oh, the camera's. No.
The camera's pointed right at you. So I'll tell you what, Taylor. We stayed right here. We're at the JoJo's Gaming Parlor post-game show. JoJo's Gaming Parlor offers the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH Events live on the big screens. Come join your friends at JoJo's located at 776 North Cole Street in Bushnell. Cheer the Spartans on to victory. And I'll tell you what, this is one they should have been watching. I know it doesn't quite come out the way you guys wanted, but Taylor, you guys look like now you've kind of got a rhythm as a team. Your serve has been good. Your serve was pretty key again tonight, but your defense, I think, was even better.
Yeah.
Really? That's all you're going to say is yeah?
Well, I'm not a social person, so.
You talk as much as anybody I know until you get a microphone in your face.
Quit lying, Dwayne.
So, okay, well, I'm going to ask you a question, and it can't be a yes or no answer, okay? You have to say more than one word. Deal? So, when you are playing back row and you get out of system, one of your times tonight you actually had a set assist because when you guys get out of system and Erin, I think, had to dig a ball that she wouldn't have normally wanted to. You took the opportunity to get a set. You didn't just bump something. You made a good set. When you see that opportunity come, you're not the setter, but you took advantage of it. What's your mindset when that happens?
Well, in that moment, it was just like nobody was really going for it, so I had to step up and take the lead. So that's when I decided to set it.
All right. Well, let's get Erin on here again. Erin, we've talked to you 2 times in a row now. You've had 2 pretty good games here at home. Unfortunately, this one didn't end in a win either, but you've been setting pretty decently, but tonight you hit the ball pretty hard a few times. That had to feel good, didn't it?
Yeah, in practices they normally hit the bleachers, but I mean, I finally got on top of it, so that's good.
Staying behind the ball and getting on top of it helps, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Your guys' we talked about this the other night, but your guys' passing has gotten better and better, and it seems like if you guys could come out in game 1, like you come out in 2 and 3, you'd maybe be a little better off. But you guys are getting better, it feels like. Do you feel that way too?
Yeah, especially me, because I normally don't pass that much, but now, like, even this game, like, I proved to myself that I can get there on time. And number 30 hit it to me quite a lot.
A bunch, didn't she?
And I thought I was going to miss him, but, I mean, I got there.
So. Well, Taylor, you're a senior. Erin, you're a junior. You guys have a lot of volleyball on Saturday. 5 games in 8 hours or so.
We play the first game, too.
Yeah, what's an 8 o'clock game? I mean, normally you're sitting in study hall or something at 8 o'clock in the morning, right? What's your first class normally? Erin, what's your first? Psychology. What's your first class?
Consumer economics.
I don't know what to think when you don't even know what your first class is, but.
It's consumer economics. I just had to think.
So, what's that like getting up? And I mean, you had to be here by 7:15 then, so you have to be up early in the morning, and you're playing all day. You guys look like you're a little wore out by the end of set 3.
Yeah.
Well, these games on Saturday, when you put that many together, how tough is that? I mean, you guys are young still, so for an old guy like me, I couldn't do it. But how tough is it even on you guys to take time when you can get time to take breaks, maybe eat a little something, drink a little something, stuff like that?
Me, personally, I'm a night owl. So, like, I got up this morning, and in the first hour, I'm sitting there, like, my eyes are rolling in the back of my head. But, like, I feel like if we go to bed at a good time and get enough sleep, we're okay in the morning. And once we play that first game, we're usually worked up and stuff, and we're ready to go for the rest of the day.
So, Erin, how is it for you getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning or whatever?
I barely get up in time for school, so I normally have to go to bed at like 9 because that's when I can get up on time. But the Beardstown tournament, we had to be on the bus by 6:20. But I think the key is lots of food.
Lots of food.
Yeah.
Food is never a bad thing, right? Well, ladies, I greatly appreciate you coming up and talking to us. Tough loss tonight. You guys played well, though. Proud of you. You hustled a lot. Keep up the good work and see if we can get a few wins on Saturday and maybe bring home a tournament championship. How about that? Yeah. All right. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
So that was Aaron Jackson and Taylor Gustafson talking to us here on the JoJo's Gaming Parlor postgame show. JoJo's Gaming Parlor offers the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH Events live on the big screens. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cole Street in Bushnell, and cheer the Spartans on to victory. So, 25-15, 20-15, 25-22. South Fulton with a 3-set win over BPC. Real quick, we'll look at some unofficial stats here. Emily Porter for South Fulton, 8 service points, 3 aces, and 10 kills. Ashley Strode, 4 points and 4 kills. Rebecca Busby, 2 points and 5 kills. Truly Coster, 7 points and 6 kills. Actually, I think that's 8 points and 6 kills. Daisy Ratcliffe had 8 service points. Briley France had 4 service points and an ace. And Kristen Essex had 1 kill. For BPC, Elizabeth Gilfillan, 11 service points, 2 aces, 4 kills, and a block. The game's only true block. Ashanti Strange, 5 points, 2 aces, and 7 kills to lead the team in kills. Janet Lentini had 5 kills. Courtney Oakman had 5 kills. Aaron Jackson, 2 points and 2 kills. Katie Rodefer, 6 points and a kill. Taylor Gustafson, 4 service points. And Elizabeth Suter, 1 service point. So our first 3-set match of the season goes to South Fulton. 25-15, 20-25, 25-22. You've been watching and listening to TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH and the postgame show brought to you by JoJo's Gaming Parlor. Don't forget, all kinds of sports on Saturday. 8 volleyball games. Each one has their own stream, so check that out if you want to watch. BPC football is on Saturday afternoon as well. So thanks for joining us here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. We will see you again on Saturday, bright and early. Miles is so excited about being here at like 7:30 in the morning or so. He just can't handle himself, can you, Miles? He's ready to go home now. So I'm going to get off here. Thanks for joining us. We'll talk to you again on Saturday. See you.